We are going to talk about a hard topic, so brace yourself. Today, something uncomfortable but necessary: infidelity. It's breaking the vow, trust, and covenant you made before God with your wife. How does this happen? Let's look at Brother Joe. Joe worked long hours, 12 a day, 6 days a week, leaving little time or energy for his wife, Susan. Their routine became work, chores, and sleep, with no real connection. At work, Joe grew close to a younger coworker, Tammy. Long shared hours turned into laughter and lunches. Boundaries blurred, and the friendship deepened. Until one day, there was a kiss. From there, things escalated into adultery. But the infidelity didn't begin with that physical act. It started much earlier, when casual glances, lighthearted conversations, and shared laughter slowly shifted Joe's heart, drawing him to seek Tammy's company more than Susan's. This shift in Joe's heart is where we can track the very first instance of an act of infidelity occurred. Yeah. And because of this, eventually, Joe and Susan divorced. What is infidelity, and how could this have been prevented? Infidelity breaks the exclusive bond of trust in marriage, emotionally, physically, or both. In Joe's case, prevention could have started with, first, guarding boundaries with Tammy. No private lunches or overly personal talks. Second, making time for Susan to keep their connection strong, despite busy schedules. Third, limiting overtime, sharing struggles openly, and seeking accountability from a trusted friend. Why is this relevant? Data shows, in the US, about 1/3 of marriages end in divorce. Nearly 1 in 5 men and 1 in 8 women admit to cheating. Men often seek desire or variety. Women cite neglect or unmet emotional needs, issues fixable within marriage. What does God want? He calls both spouses to honor marriage. But Scripture urges, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. Christ's love was sacrificial, attentive, faithful. When husbands lead this way, they close doors to temptation. For deeper understanding, consider Ephesians chapter 5, verses 28 and 29. He who loves his wife loves himself. No one hates his own body. He feeds and cares for it, like Christ does the church. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Husbands, live understandingly with your wives, honoring them as fellow heirs of grace. Proverbs chapter 5, verses 18-19. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. Be always intoxicated in her love. Brothers, the enemy erodes marriages through small, unattended cracks. Master your desires, guard your heart. Invest in your wife with time, tenderness, and honor. That's not weakness, it's covenant strength.
Started out with fire in our veins, laughter and dreams. We carried your name, but life moved fast, the colors turned gray. Work and the bills stole the nights and the days. I met her where the long hours run. She wasn't my wife, but we laughed like we were young. One careless moment, one reckless kiss, and I traded truth for a fleeting bliss. Shame took hold, I couldn't pretend. I cried to God, please make me whole again. Love found again through mercy and grace. God held our hearts in his embrace. You forgave the wrong I had done. Now we're two made one under the sun. Your eyes eyes told a story of hurt and betrayal, but your heart heard God's whisper, love will prevail. We built again on a rock that won't break, where trust grows stronger than past mistakes. We fell in love again, not as before, now built on Christ, the lasting core. Love found again through mercy and grace. God held our hearts in His embrace. The love that once stumbled now stands so tall. Through His forgiveness, we've conquered it all. Every day, our hearts still say, God's love will light our way. Every day,